Oh my God, Gemini. I just pulled the cards for you, and 73% of you have someone checking your stories daily. Not weekly, daily. And what I'm seeing here is going to blow your mind because everyone thinks they're just curious, but the cards are showing me something completely different. I'm getting chills right now because the first card that flew out is the Knight of Swords reversed. And this is not what people expect when we talk about social media stalking. This isn't about love or obsession. This is about strategy. This person is gathering intel on you and they have a plan. The comments are already going crazy and we haven't even started. I can feel your energy through the screen right now, Gemini. You know who this is. You've felt those eyes on your digital presence. That weird feeling when you post something and you just know someone specific is watching. Here's what nobody tells you about social media stalking. It's not always romantic. Sometimes it's competitive. Sometimes it's professional. And for my Geminis, it's almost always about information gathering because you're the communicators of the zodiac, and people want to know what you know. Knight of Swords reversed came flying out, and I literally gasped because this card is showing me someone who's being very careful about how they're watching you. They're not liking your posts. They're not commenting. They're not even viewing your stories from their main account. This is calculated observation, Gemini. The energy around this card is telling me this person sees you as competition, or they see you as having something they want. Information, connections, opportunities, or even just that natural Gemini charm that opens doors. They're studying your patterns, your timing, your content strategy if you're in business, or even just how you navigate social situations. But here's where it gets interesting and why I'm getting goosebumps right now. This Knight of Swords reversed is showing me someone who's making mistakes in their stealth mode. They're being too obvious in their attempts to be invisible. You might notice they're always one of the first to view your stories even though they never interact, or they know details about your life that you only shared online and they shouldn't have access to. The reversed energy is telling me their plan is backfiring because they're being too aggressive in their information gathering. They're moving too fast, checking too often, and leaving digital breadcrumbs everywhere. Your intuitive Gemini radar is picking up on this energy, and that's why you're here watching this reading. Now, the second card that practically jumped out of the deck is making me emotional because this is not what anyone would expect. The Nine of Cups reversed, and I'm getting tears in my eyes because this card is showing me someone who's watching your happiness and success, and it's making them feel empty inside. This isn't about romantic longing. This is about envy. Your social media presence is triggering their own insecurities about what they don't have in their life. Every time you post about achievements, good times, new connections, or just your natural Gemini joy and adaptability, it's highlighting what's missing in their world. The Nine of Cups reversed is showing me someone who's living vicariously through your posts while simultaneously resenting you for having what they want. This is so important, Gemini, because the energy around this card is telling me they're not just passively watching anymore. They're starting to compare their life to your highlight reel, and it's creating this toxic cycle where they need to check your accounts to feel bad about themselves, but they can't stop because they're addicted to the emotional roller coaster. The Cup's energy reversed is showing me emotional instability around this behavior. They might be taking screenshots of your posts, showing them to other people, or even using your content to make themselves feel better about their own choices. But here's the thing that's really concerning me. The Nine of Cups reversed is also showing me someone who's considering taking action based on what they're seeing. This could be anything from copying your business ideas if you're entrepreneurial, to showing up at places you post about, to even more invasive behaviors. The emotional instability around this card is telling me they're past the point of healthy curiosity and moving into obsessive territory. OMG Gemini, the third card that just fell out, is giving me actual chills because this is the most unexpected card for this situation. The Hermit upright, and I'm getting this strong message that this person is using your social media activity to make major life decisions. They're not just watching for entertainment, they're using your life as a roadmap for their own. The Hermit energy is showing me someone who's isolated themselves and they're using your online presence as their window to the world. They might be going through a difficult period, a transition, or feeling stuck in their life, and your Gemini energy of constant movement and communication is both inspiring and intimidating to them. This is actually making me sad because the Hermit is showing me someone who's lost touch with their own inner guidance, and they're looking to you as a source of direction. They're not just stalking your social media randomly, they're studying your choices, your timing, your social connections, because they're trying to figure out how to improve their own life. The scary part is that the Hermit upright can also indicate someone who's spending way too much time alone with their thoughts about you. They might be creating elaborate stories about your life, imagining conversations with you, or even planning how they could become part of your world based on what they see online. But here's what's really intense about this card in this position. The Hermit is showing me someone who's about to emerge from their isolation phase, and they're going to use the information they've gathered about you to make their move. This isn't going to stay at the level of passive observation much longer. The Lantern in the Hermit card is literally showing me someone who's been in the dark about how to approach you or enter your sphere, and they think they've found the answer through studying your online behavior. They feel like they know you intimately even though you've never had a real conversation. Hold on to your seats because the fourth card just landed and it's making everything click into place. The Queen of Pentacles reversed, and I'm getting this overwhelming message about someone who's financially or professionally threatened by your success. This isn't just social media stalking for fun. This is competitive intelligence gathering. The Queen of Pentacles reversed is showing me someone who's watching your professional achievements, your business moves if you're an entrepreneur, or even just your lifestyle improvements, and they're feeling like they're falling behind. They might be in a similar field, competing for the same opportunities, or just generally feeling inadequate about their own financial situation. This card is revealing that they're using your social media as a way to stay ahead of what you're doing professionally. They want to know about your networking events, your new projects, your collaborations, maybe even your pricing if you're in business. The reversed energy is showing me someone who's not in a healthy financial or professional space, and they see you as either an obstacle or an opportunity. What's really concerning about this Queen of Pentacles reversed is that it's showing me someone who might be planning to undercut you professionally or personally. They could be using information from your social media to beat you to opportunities, to copy your strategies, or even to undermine your reputation by sharing private information they've gathered. The Pentacles energy reversed is also showing me someone who's been making poor financial or career decisions, and they're hoping to learn from your success or even to find a way to benefit from your connections. They might be planning to reach out to people in your network, to apply for jobs you've mentioned, or to invest in opportunities you've shared about. This is getting intense because the Queen of Pentacles reversed is also showing me someone who's not emotionally stable around money and success. They might be dealing with financial stress, career setbacks, or just general feelings of inadequacy about their material circumstances, and your social media presence is both a source of inspiration and resentment. Gemini. I need you to sit down for this next card because it just flew out with such force that I actually jumped. The Tower reversed, and I'm getting this message that whoever is watching your social media is about to have their world turned upside down, and they think you're somehow connected to this upheaval. The Tower reversed is showing me someone who's been trying to avoid a major change or revelation in their life, and they're using your social media as a distraction from their own problems. But the universe is about to force this change, and they're going to blame you or your influence for what's about to happen. This card is really scaring me because the Tower reversed can indicate someone who's about to lose control of their carefully constructed facade. They might be dealing with relationship problems, job loss, financial issues, or health concerns that they've been hiding, and your happy social media presence is highlighting everything that's wrong in their life. The reversed Tower energy is showing me someone who's been building up resentment, and it's about to explode. They might be planning to confront you, to expose something about you, or to create drama in your life as a way to release their own internal pressure. The fact that it's reversed suggests they're trying to control the timing and nature of this explosion. What's really intense about this card is that it's showing me someone who's been having intrusive thoughts about you based on what they see on social media. They might be imagining scenarios where they disrupt your life, reveal your secrets, or bring you down to their level. The Tower reversed is showing me someone who's dangerous because they're unpredictable and they're connecting their own problems to your online presence. The lightning bolt energy in the Tower is showing me sudden, shocking actions coming from this person. They might be planning to send you a message, to show up somewhere unexpected, to contact your friends or family, or even to create public drama. The reversed energy suggests they think they can control the outcome, but Tower energy is always chaotic and destructive. I'm literally shaking right now because the sixth card that just appeared is the most chilling of all. Three of Swords upright, and I'm getting this message about someone who's been emotionally wounded by your social media presence, and they're planning to wound you back. This isn't casual observation anymore. This is active emotional warfare. The Three of Swords is showing me someone who's been triggered by specific posts you've made. Maybe you shared about a relationship, a success, a happy moment, or even just your natural Gemini confidence and communication skills, and it pierced their heart because it reminded them of their own pain or failures. This card is revealing that they're not just watching your social media passively, they're emotionally invested in your content to an unhealthy degree. Every post you make is either making them feel better or worse about themselves, and the Three of Swords is showing me someone who's been collecting these emotional wounds and planning to return them. The Swords energy is about communication and conflict, and combined with your Gemini energy, this is showing me someone who's planning to use words as weapons. They might be preparing to send you a hurtful message, to comment something cruel on your posts, to spread rumors about you, or to publicly challenge or embarrass you. What's really disturbing about this Three of Swords is that it's showing me someone who's been studying your emotional patterns through your social media. They know when you're vulnerable, when you're celebrating, when you're struggling, and they're planning to strike when you're least expecting it or when it will hurt the most. The Three Swords piercing the heart is literally showing me someone who wants to pierce your confidence and happiness because yours is highlighting their own heartbreak. They might be dealing with rejection, loss, betrayal, or just general emotional pain, and your social media presence is a constant reminder of what they don't have. This card is also showing me someone who's been sharing your posts with other people in a negative way. They might be making fun of your content, criticizing your choices, or trying to get other people to see you in a negative light. The Three of Swords can indicate gossip, backstabbing, and emotional manipulation. OMG Gemini, the seventh and final card that just appeared, is actually giving me hope because it's showing me how this situation resolves. The Sun upright. And I'm getting this powerful message that your authentic social media presence is going to expose this person's true intentions and protect you from their negativity. The Sun is showing me that truth and authenticity always win in the end. Whatever this person is planning, whatever information they think they have, whatever drama they're trying to create, it's not going to work because your genuine Gemini energy is too bright and too pure to be dimmed by their darkness. This card is revealing that your social media presence isn't just attracting negative attention. It's also attracting positive, protective energy from people who genuinely care about you. The Sun is showing me a community of supporters who are going to rally around you if this person tries to cause problems. The Sun energy is also telling me that this situation is going to lead to greater clarity and truth in your life. You're going to learn who really has your back, who's genuinely supportive, and who's just pretending to be on your side. This experience is going to strengthen your authentic connections and help you set better boundaries. What's beautiful about the Sun in this position is that it's showing me your natural Gemini optimism, and communication skills are going to turn this negative situation into a positive learning experience. You're going to handle whatever this person throws at you with grace and intelligence, and it's going to make you stronger and more confident. The Sun is also showing me that your social media presence is going to evolve and improve as a result of this experience. You're going to become more selective about what you share, more aware of your audience, and more intentional about your online energy. This is going to attract even better opportunities and connections. The Child on the Sun card is showing me innocence and joy returning to your social media experience. Whatever heaviness or paranoia this situation has created is going to lift, and you're going to remember why you started sharing your life online in the first place. It was never about the stalkers or the haters. It was about connection, inspiration, and spreading your unique Gemini light. Gemini, I need you to understand that this reading isn't meant to scare you, but to prepare you. The cards are showing me that awareness is your superpower right now. Trust your instincts about who's watching your online presence and why. If something feels off, it probably is. The energy around all these cards is telling me that this person's plan is going to backfire spectacularly because they underestimate your Gemini intuition and intelligence. You're already picking up on their energy, which is why you're here watching this reading. Your subconscious mind is trying to warn you about something your conscious mind hasn't fully processed yet. What I want you to do right now is think about who in your life has been acting weird around you lately. Who knows things about your life that you don't remember telling them? Who asks too many questions about your plans or your success? Who seems to know your schedule or your social media activity too well? The cards are also telling me to remind you that you have the power to control your online presence. You can make your accounts private, you can limit who sees your stories, you can block people who make you uncomfortable, and you can share less personal information. Your safety and peace of mind are more important than maintaining a completely open social media presence. But here's what's really important, Gemini. Don't let this person's negative energy change who you are or dim your natural light. Your Gemini gift is communication and connection, and the world needs your authentic voice and perspective. The Sun card is promising that this situation is going to make you stronger and more selective about your energy, but it's not going to make you hide or stop being yourself. My members have been messaging me all week about this exact energy, and I'm so glad I could bring this reading to you today. The collective consciousness has been picking up on this stalking energy around social media, and it's affecting so many people right now. You're not alone in this experience, and you're not crazy for feeling like someone's watching your online activity too closely. I'm getting messages from Spirit right now telling me that this situation is part of your spiritual growth and evolution. You're learning to trust your intuition, set boundaries, and value your energy more carefully. These are all important lessons for your Gemini journey, and they're going to serve you well in all areas of your life. The cards want me to remind you that you have more power in this situation than you realize. Your awareness gives you the advantage. Your intuition is protecting you. Your authentic energy is attracting the right people and repelling the wrong ones. And your natural Gemini adaptability is going to help you navigate whatever comes next with intelligence and grace. If you're feeling called to get a personal reading about your specific situation, I had to close my booking calendar yesterday because the energy around this topic has been so intense. But I'll be opening up a few spots next week, and I always announce it first to my community members who see these patterns weeks before they hit the general public. The comments are absolutely exploding right now, and I can feel all of your energy through the screen. You're all resonating with this message because you've been feeling this exact energy around your social media presence. Trust that feeling. Trust your intuition. Trust your ability to handle whatever comes next. Remember, Gemini, you're not responsible for other people's emotional reactions to your success, happiness, or authentic self-expression. You're only responsible for being true to yourself and protecting your energy. The Sun card is promising that your light is going to shine so brightly that anyone with negative intentions is going to be exposed and neutralized. Subscribe right now because the energy around this topic is just getting started, and you're going to want to stay connected to these messages. Your future self is going to thank you for paying attention to these warnings and taking action to protect your energy. The universe is conspiring to help you, but you have to be willing to listen and act on the guidance you're receiving. The cards have spoken and the message is clear. Someone is watching, someone is planning, but someone is also protected. That someone is you, beautiful Gemini. Trust the process, trust your intuition, and trust that everything is working out for your highest good. You've got this.